Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Jeremy, the Fishing Lone Star. I've got an awesome video teed up for you today. Out fishing on my cabote. That's right, my inflatable cabote, and tore them up. I mean, it's the second week of January, and we caught a lot of really good fish. But you know that I love to throw a paddletail swim bait. It's one of my favorite baits to throw. I catch a lot of fish on it. The ZXone Swammer, I love it. However, I've come to love recently the Lipless crank. In this particular case, a red-eye Shad by Strike King. Came in a recent Monster Bass box, so I've dedicated some time to it, and I've been catching a lot of good fish. So I want to share some tips and tricks for both of them, given this time of year in January when it's cold. You'll see some on-the-water footage that we're about to roll, but I want to ask the question, which one do you think caught more fish and the bigger fish? The paddletail swim bait, did it catch more, or the bigger one? Or did the Lipless crank catch more, or the bigger one, or was it one of each? So we'll find out. Check out this video. I'll catch you at the end. There's one. This swimbait bite is on, but it is super slow. I'm basically just dragging it on the bottom. Paddletail swimbait. You can see how slow I'm reeling, and it is just a really slow go at it. And they're not. Like, there was a bite there. They're not really like ferociously hitting it like they would in warmer water. It's more of just like a. There's one. It's more just like a thump, thump, thump. Like even just then, I didn't realize I even had that bite. They're just not eating it, just real aggressively. It's a decent fish though. Not a bad one. Probably a little 2.5 pounder. Get a good bite of that swim bait right there. Let's see if we can get a few more out there. So what I'm doing right now is, as you can see, I am wind blown against the bank, and I'm not even really trying to fight it. I'm just like, all right, fine. The wind wants me to be here, I'll be here. And then so basically I could just be fishing, bank fishing right now. But then I'm letting that swim bait sink all the way to the bottom. There's some dying grass there, so I'm kind of pulling it right over the top of that grass. So you can kind of see my rod tip getting hung a little bit. Which honestly is about almost as hard as the bite is right now. So it's a really, really slow bite. Meaning that when they eat it, they're just not that aggressive. It's almost just like a whoop, and that's it. So a couple of them I've actually had to take it a little bit longer just so I make sure they've got it in their mouth before I set that hook. And I'm wondering, I mean, you can see how far out I'm casting. I mean, I'm probably casting, 15, 20 yards off the bank. They're out a little bit deeper right now, which makes sense. And most of these fish are coming up in pretty pale white. Tells me they're hugging the bottom, which makes sense. I mean, the water's cold. It's probably mid 40 degree waters. Oh, that's a bigger fish. That's a much bigger fish. He's not hooked extremely well, so I'm gonna get the net. Oh, my net's stuck. Can't get the net. That is a bigger fish right there. That's probably one we're gonna weigh. That is a beauty. Heck yeah. Whew. It's a great fish right there. Got a pretty good hook in him. Nice. Let's weigh this one. 3.46. That's a good fish. We're gonna let this big girl go. My biggest fish so far this year, 3.5. Sweet. I'm gonna switch over now to the red eye shad. That Strike King red eye shad. I'm gonna throw this on my glass rod by TFO, the Tactical Glass bass rod. New rod, new lure. Let's hope we can catch some fish. Oh, there's one. And he ate it head first. That was just a steady retrieve. So usually I'll yo-yo that red eye shad, but that was just a steady retrieve that time. And that fish just gobbled it up. Man, they are cold. These are cold, cold bass. A little 2-pounder, but a good fish. Let's go a little bit further out and see if there's any more with them. There's one. Right as I popped it, I don't know if you guys saw that, but I popped it, paused it, yo-yoed it real quick, and that little guy came and ate it. Little guy. Red eye shad, I'll tell you, it is working. Love that lure in the new January box. Yeah, and it's a good one. Gosh, it's see. Maybe not really good, but he's good. I mean, he ate that thing head first. That's awesome. Wow. There we go. It's a pretty good one. Just the way he was swimming, I thought he was a lot bigger. I'm gonna guess around 3 pounds. Let's let him go. Here you go. Oh yeah, there's one. Another decent fish. I'll stay out of that grass. He is active, man. Barely got him on his lip. Guys, I can't speak highly enough about this Tactical Glass bass rod by TFO. Throwing this lipless crank. This is a 7.4 medium heavy, and I can feel those fish bite. by the time the fish have got that lure, it's totally consumed, and I have not missed one yet on this lipless crank. 4 for 4 on landing them in my boat. Another one, the red-eye shad. Whoa, that fish just about jumped back in my boat. Oh, that's awesome. There's another one. This rod just loads so well. I'm telling you guys. I love when they eat it head first like that. But this glass rod by TFO is legit. Chatterbaits, lipless crankbaits, and obviously your standard square bills. Although this is the 7.4 medium heavy version, so I would definitely be throwing it for my medium diving, but such a great rod here by TFO. Check out that fish on the ZXone Swammer. That new electric shad color is pretty darn deadly. Pretty good color. All right, you guys saw it there. I forgot to film the outro and the intro on the water. I was actually did a ton of filming that day, but this particular video I wanted to wrap up by saying the paddletail swimbait caught the biggest fish, but probably the most between myself and my brother. I know you didn't see all of his catches, but my brother as well. We caught probably more fish on the red-eye shad, the green gizzard shad by Strike King. Both of them crushed it though. Once we figured out where they were at, which is a little bit off the bank, and in kind of some deeper water, they wanted it slow and they wanted it along the bottom where the grass was. We ended up crushing them. We found a ton of fish there. So, ton of fun. Hey, if you're new to the channel, please like, please subscribe. And if nobody's told you today, God loves you, and so do I. Peace out.